The former Clark County sheriff was sentenced to 12 years in prison. Jamey Noel stole millions of dollars from taxpayers to buy expensive cars, jewelry, and go on vacations.
WDRB's Darby Beane was there for the hours-long hearing yesterday in Darby. Today you're breaking down what influenced Noel's sentence and really what a lot of people are wondering, what comes next.
Yeah, there's still a lot to this, Scott, as you all know. And in many cases with sentencing, people are able to speak who have been impacted. So that was the same here. But in this case, it was a lot. There were more than 20 statements for the judge and Jamey Noel. Many people shared stories of loss and concerns over the money he stole from public agencies like New Chapel EMS. And others were people who said they had been close to Noel, and they said they felt like their friendship and their trust were betrayed here.
Yeah, that's what I want to see right there, is you crying. Finally, some reaction.
It could have been the right way, but greed took over, man. You took something great and you dwindled it down to where it cost people their lives because of long EMS response times, improper equipment.
So Darby, let's talk about what could be next. Can Jamey Noel appeal the sentence? It's 12 years with good behavior and time served. It could actually be under 9 years and 3 years probation. And what about the other cases involving wife and daughter?
Right, so that's still an issue as well here. And also Jamey cannot appeal this because it was a plea deal. So he's already agreed to this plea deal. But we have been told that for a class 5 felony, you know, Scott, you were looking into this yesterday, you only have to serve 75% of that sentence in Indiana. So like you mentioned, Scott, Noel could be out in less than a decade. The special prosecutor says while this case, though, is done, there are still 4 other people who have been charged related to this. This includes his wife, Misty Noel, and his daughter, Casey. So that part still is not over yet. And in court, Noel apologized to the community, his family. You see his daughter, Casey, on the screen there. She was in there for his sentencing yesterday, one of the only family members that we noticed and saw in that courtroom watching, seeing what things were going on. But some said that, you know, the apology that Jamey Noel gave just came too late.
I let sin overtake me and I violated their trust, and I'm sorry.
But at least in my eyes, the grip that Jamey Noel had on this community is over. And nobody has to go through him to get elected for anything, to get medical care for anything, or to report a crime.
And Darby, the other part of this punishment, which sometimes you think, how is this even possible? He has to pay back the money that he stole.
Yeah, it's a sizable amount, $3 million. That's what's owed in restitution, and the bulk of that is supposed to go to New Chapel EMS. There's also money that's owed to the State Department of Revenue, to the County Sheriff's Department, and to State Police. So coming up at 5, we asked New Chapel EMS if they think they're ever really going to see that money. That's what we dig into later on tonight.
Yeah, or just little portions of it over years once he's released. We'll find out. All right. Thanks, Darby.